Hey guys, it's Iron Gone, and if you have been following me at all, then you know that the game that you're seeing on the screen is not one that I've been playing, at least not on recording. This is the Secret World, and I recently just decided to jump in and try the trial. I have never played this game before. This isn't a Let's Play, this is basically just another Blather, Prattle and Preach. This is me just talking about stuff. I'm going to have the footage in the background because I do want to talk a little bit about the game, but I actually recorded this footage accidentally while I was in the middle of this fight. I must have hit my Fraps record key, because while I was looking through my footage, I noticed this video in here, and I was like, what's going on? So here I am, I'm playing with a shotgun. This is post-commentary, so I'm obviously not recording my voice as I recorded this. The combat is interesting in the fact that it seems very mobile. There's an active dodge similar to Guild Wars 2. All the abilities are based on what weapon you're using for the most part. There appears to be 9 or 10 weapon types. And yeah, it's pretty fluid. Things seem to be more about playing smart, using crowd control and stuff like that, rather than big DPS and whittling people down and stuff. This is obviously just a tutorial mission, so I don't really know much about it. There may be mild spoilers. This is in the first hour of gameplay, so it's really not a big deal. You would see this if you were playing the game anyway. But while this cutscene plays and I talk over it, what have I been doing? Well, if you notice, my voice is a little scratchy. It seems a little bit off. I spent most of yesterday at Medieval Times in Toronto, which is quite a trip. But definitely worth it. If you haven't been to Medieval Times, I had not been to Medieval Times ever before in my life, and I have gone for the first time now. It was very impressive. I enjoyed it quite a bit. In fact, I would have gone again I would have gone to the next show if I had been able to. I would have watched it twice in a row because it was great. For those of you who don't know what Medieval Times is, it is basically a live performance set in the kind of like a medieval tournament style. Everyone is seated in a gigantic ring around the center where they have horsemanship displays. They show off horses doing tricks. There's jousting, and there's actually fighting. Obviously, it's choreographed, but it is very, very entertaining to watch. And I would recommend it to anyone who wants to go. So that's why my voice is a bit scratchy. Now, this here, if you guys are... I love this guy.
Hey,
the voice acting in here is amazing.
Jump through a few hoops. Oh, and you may be feeling some discomfort from the microchip that I grafted to your spinal column. No worries, though. I mean, it's gonna fade, really. And as your doctor, I'd caution you, strongly caution you, don't try removing it. Okay?
Yeah, so I really like... something I will say about the Secret World, I was not interested in this game when it first came out. It was just another MMO. But on playing it, going in blind with no idea how it plays out or anything like that, the voice acting is pretty good. I mean, obviously there's hit and miss parts in it, but the animation in the cutscenes is good. Everyone's very very animated. They have good gestures. They move very well. The graphics aren't bad, considering this game did come out several years back. I really like it. I haven't gotten too far into it, so I can't say about long term. I only have a 3-day trial, so I probably will buy this game if it goes on sale again. It is a buy game once and then never subscribe, kind of like Guild Wars 2. So I will definitely pick that up if the opportunity arises. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Go to Medieval Times. If you live in the States, there are several locations. If you live in Canada, unfortunately, your only option is to go to Toronto, but definitely worthwhile. It's about a 2-hour show, gift shops before and after, lots of great actors there. My only concern, as going only once, is that I do know that they switch the actors in between performances, so I'm sure that the quality is dependent on which actors you get and how they're particularly feeling today. But I suppose that's true with everything. So, yeah. So we did do that. Obviously, Christmas was just recently. We are coming up on New Year's. In fact, this will be going up on New Year's Eve. So, everyone, hopefully you had a Merry Christmas, and hopefully you guys are going to have a great New Year's. Let me know what you guys did for New Year's if you feel like sharing. What I'm going to do for New Year's? Probably nothing. Probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to hang out with the usual gang. We are going to play maybe some Dragon Age Inquisition multiplayer, which I did end up buying Dragon Age Inquisition. Have not played the single player and don't plan on playing the single player until I've cleared up some other series that I'm doing. Then I will be doing a Dragon Age series. But in the meantime, I am having a blast with the multiplayer. It is great fun, especially with a bunch of people. Other things I've done over the holidays is our typical, meet and greet with all the family, go here, go there, do all that. Once we stopped running around, we sat down and watched a bunch of movies. Bun Button is a particular fan of movie watching. She watches a lot of movies. So I have to struggle to find something that is good that she hasn't seen before. Excuse me. So one of those things was Harry Potter. She had not seen Harry Potter, any of the movies. Some people out there are thinking that's crazy, but me, I don't think that's crazy because as a not-so-movie-watching person, I haven't seen things like Iron Man, I haven't seen Avatar, I haven't seen Transformers, I haven't seen a lot of the newer movies. I tend to like to watch more of the classic movies. Indiana Jones, Back to the Future, a ton of good movies. Beverly Hills Cop. But, we were watching a lot of movies over the holidays, newer stuff, and we probably will continue over New Year's, so good times there. In the game here, while we're doing this, you're wondering what I'm doing. Yeah, there's an interesting dialogue system, kind of similar to a more traditional RPG, where you can kind of go through a list and get little voice blurbs from all the important characters about stuff that you want to know about. There are invisible walls. You saw there. I couldn't quite jump over that thing. That's the first thing I always check for in a game. If I'm restricted by an invisible wall anywhere, if I want to jump over a railing and kill myself, let me do that. I think that is not very hard to do, and very. It feels like the world is a little more open then. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you put death lava everywhere around where I'm supposed to be, as long as I have the option to jump into the death lava. You know what I'm saying? I hate it so much when you're in a street, there's a parked car, there's like a crashed car and some rubble blocking the street, and I try to jump on the hood of the car, which I clearly can based on my jump height and just knowing that a human can get on top of a car, and yet I cannot. I should be able to jump over that car. You should let me go to the other side of the rubble, and then I should get shot by some, sniper or something. There should be punishment. There should be a warning, clear warning, this is the boundary of the game, and if you want to try to circumvent it, we have other measures in place. And that calls out to me my desire to explore and my desire to kind of break the game. I love to get outside of the bounds of the game if possible and just kind of see how it is. But Invisible Wall is such a cop-out. I hate it so much. So, yeah, this guy's voice acting isn't quite as good, but I still like the character design. I'm very interested. There's 3 factions. This is the Illuminati. I'm with the Illuminati here, and there's also the Templars, and then there's the Dragons, which are basically like Japanese Yakuza, from what I could see. The Illuminati I went with just because it seemed interesting, and I intended to try all 3 of them out if I have time. This is basically the weapon training area where they're going to let me test out some weapons. So I'll be shooting off some weapons there in the background for a moment. But it's been a great holiday so far. And for anyone who's been watching all my videos, I have to thank you very much. We are nearing 100 videos. I believe this video going up will be video 99. Video 100 will go up, amazingly enough, and I did not plan this, on New Year's Day. So New Year, we're at 100 videos, and we're going to go another 365. Hopefully that I can keep this going for years to come. I've been enjoying it. The more I've been doing it, the more fun I've been having. So I have to thank everyone who's been watching, people who've been commenting and encouraging me. It's really great. I got a new pop filter for Christmas. I don't know if you guys can tell the difference. My voice is a little scratchy, so maybe it's helping even that out a bit. But a new pop filter. I've gotten quite a bit of new equipment. I've got a new webcam, etc., etc. The one you saw in the Slenderman videos was relatively new. And I am looking forward to doing more of that whenever we can find time. And again, thank you very much. I can't believe that I have almost 100 subscribers. I know that not everyone watches them, and some of my early subscribers probably don't pay attention to my stuff anymore since I had that long hiatus. I originally started this channel in 2011, and I probably should have kept with it at the time, but with my computer at the time was not as good. I was having problems recording. I was fairly new at my job and needed to focus on that. It was an interesting time, but now that I'm back, I am really enjoying the fact that I've been doing this. Every video kind of just encourages me to do another one. Doesn't matter if I don't see a view, if I don't see a comment, if I don't see a like, it doesn't matter. Every video I put up is kind of fueling this spark of recording. I love talking in front of a microphone. I'm doing it right now, and I'm just sitting here watching myself shoot an assault rifle off here, and really just enjoying being able to talk to anyone out there who's listening, or even myself, because I know that I'm going to be looking back at this in a year and just kind of seeing where I am and where I've come from. And I think that's a great thing you can do. So if you are going to make a YouTube video, I've said this before, make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. You don't need to do it for the fame. You don't want to be the next big YouTuber. Don't try to be the next CNanners or the next Total Biscuit or any of the big names out there. The next PewDiePie. It's not going to happen. If it happens, it's not just talent. It's not just willingness to make videos. It is a large part, I believe, dedication and sticking to it, but it also is a bit of luck, and a lot of things have to come together for it to happen. So if you go into YouTube at this stage thinking you're going to be a huge name, I don't think it's possible anymore. And if so, you're still looking at, maybe a 5 or 6 year turnaround. So either way, I think I've blathered, prattled, and preached long enough today. There's me firing off my pistols, but I think we're going to wrap it up here. My recording wasn't extremely long. So anyway, guys, as always, I am Iron Gone, and you guys take care.